Dun 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 dun. Well, hey there, everybody. This is your Swamp Dog, KOF. With this Hurricane Idalia coming in, I thought I would give you some advice and some recommendations, some suggestions for hurricane preparedness. Dun dun dun! Hurricane preparedness. Hurricane preparedness. Okay, I've got a little list of things here that you're going to need to pick up unless you already got them. If you're like me, you already got them. So these are my top 10 items you're going to have to make it through the hurricane. Maybe 12 items. Number one is beer. Even if you don't drink beer, you could shower with it or wash your hands, splash it on your face. You need at least 2 cases of beer. More could be better. Number 2, tobacco products. Cigars, Dip, Copenhagen, Skull, chewing tobacco, Levi Garrett, whatever you got. The reason, even if you don't smoke cigars, if you have your cigars, you got to have a lighter. That's number 3. Number 3, you got to have a light source. So if you're drunk and you got your cigar, you got your lighter, you got a light source. Okay? And if you have to, if the power goes out or whatever, you got a lighter, you could cook on your grill. So that's number 4, you got to have a grill. Or at least some cinder blocks and some wire mesh. So that's 4. Next thing is pet food. If you have pets, cats or dogs, horses, cows, lizards, snakes, bugs, whatever you got to have pet food. Because if everything goes bad or they lock everything up or whatever, if there's flooding, you got to have pet food. Make sure you got litter. That goes with the cat food. You got to have cat litter if you got cats, whatever, you know. I guess the dog can walk out there and float it down the river, you know. The next thing is Beanie Weenies. All the cans of Beanie Weenies you can afford at the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, the Family Dollar, the Publix, Winn-Dickie, Walmart, Sam Walton, whatever. Beanie Weenies, you got to have food. Sustenance, you got to have it. You got to have it. Next thing is, now you're going to think this is, a little bit weird, but you got to have condoms. Because we don't need a population boom when there's a hurricane. Also, you could use them to store your valuables in. You could put your money in it. Your jewels. And in the biggest emergencies, you could fill them with water. Now that's the next thing. You got to have water. You got to have, because even if you're drinking and having fun, you got to still hydrate with actual water or water products. But, spring water, purified water, have plenty of jugs. I think the statistic is a gallon of water per day per person, but you always want to double everything. Hopefully it's only a few days, but it could end up being a week or 2, so you want to have plenty of water. Okay, next thing is you got to have a transistor radio. You got to know what's going on. You got to be able to hear your football team, your baseball team. You got to be able to pay attention to your sports. That's very important. Because look, the storm has already passed, right? You're already, probably got no electricity, running out of food, water, beer. You got at least, that's the next thing, see? Batteries. Batteries. Because you got to have batteries for your radio. But see, that also ties into lights. You got to have batteries for your flashlights. See, it all works itself out. So anyway, that's Joe Swamp Dog Henry out. That's your hurricane advice, your hurricane preparedness video. Good luck. Be safe. Don't forget the condoms, beer, and cigars. Peace. KOF.